Hello, everybody. Welcome to your watch along for Wolves versus Man City. Wolves have travelled to the Etihad Stadium today for a 5:30 kickoff, and it's good to be back. Shockingly and unsurprisingly, Wolves managed to get a win against Luton Town when the watch along wasn't here, but I'm not going to take the blame that I am the scapegoat because, come on, we should have beat Luton Town. But all jokes aside, it's fantastic to see that Wolves got back to winning ways. We all know that today is going to be a really challenging game, but hopefully with the lineup and the improvement in our squad depth, maybe we can pull off even a shocking win today. But I think all of us would be ecstatic with a draw as well. Currently, Wolves sit 11th in the Premier League table, and Man City sits second in the league. However, they still have one game in hand against Arsenal, who sit at the top of the league. And if they win their game in hand and their game today, they would go top of the Premier League. So still so much exciting stuff to be happening. Let's get into the lineups now. I hope you're enjoying the brand new setup. Please let me know if you like it in the comment section, how you think we can improve. We really hope you enjoy it today. So in goal, we've got our man, Jose Sarr, which is fantastic. In our defence, we have Kilman as captain, we have Gomez and Semedo. In the midfield today, we have Lamina, Traore and Gomez, and we have Aït-Nouri and Bueno. And for our two forward today, we have Hwang and Cunha. And I have to say, seeing both Hwang and Cunha together on the pitch brings me so much hope and excitement for this game. Then moving on to Man City, of course, a team that brings fright into anyone. We've got Haaland up front. Their midfield is packed with talent with De Bruyne, Silva, Rodri, Kovacic and Foden. In their defence, we've got Walker, Akanji, Ake, Givadio, and Edison. So both teams have put out a really strong team together, and hopefully this is going to be a fantastic game. Let's go to the comment section and see what you guys are saying today. Let's go straight to the top. Sorry guys, if I missed a couple of you. I'm going to go straight there. Lombard, thank you for joining us today. Hello, good to see you. Paul, nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today. Paul, it's your first time on the watch along. Welcome to the watch along. I hope you enjoy the game today. Hopefully it'll be a fantastic win for Wolves or even a draw, but I hope a Wolves win today. Daniel, welcome back to the watch along. Thank you for always continuing to come back and support the channel. Joe, again, same to you. Thank you so much for joining us. It's amazing to have you with us. Carl, thank you so much for the support. Yeah, I hope you like the new setup. The actual brightness is bigger. We're getting it more professional. So hopefully you enjoy it, guys. Chris Walls, thank you for joining us as well. A fan reaction said, hi, AWF TV, discovering your channel. Didn't know there was a Wolves watch along channel. Well, you do now. I hope you like it. Michael, hello, good to see you. Alan, thank you for joining us as well. He says, here in California, hoping for a great performance today. Yes, fingers crossed. It's going to be a fantastic hope for Wolves today to get some much needed points. Now, to keep you updated, guys, this is what the Premier League table looks like at the moment. As I just said previously, Arsenal have played 36 games and they sit on 83 points. Man City still have a game in hand on Arsenal. And if Man City do win the game today and their game in hand against Spurs midweek, they should go top of the Premier League table, despite Arsenal's superior goal difference as well. Liverpool sit third in the league. I think a lot of us at this point are going to think Liverpool winning the league's a little bit more of a long shot, but you never know. But Man City and Arsenal need to drop a lot of points. Looking at where Wolves are in the league, Wolves sit 11th in the Premier League table. I've been saying that a lot over the last few weeks, and we have 46 points. And if we win today, we can go above Bournemouth because they're on 48 points and we can go back to 10th. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Right, guys, just give you an update. We have about 3 minutes into the start of our match. So in the comment section, please let me know, what do you think the scoreline is going to be today? Do you think it's going to be a Wolves win? And how much do you think we're going to win by? Please let me know. Alan saying that he's watching from California. Thank you for joining us as well, guys. Please let me know where you are watching the game from today. I love to know about Wolves fans watching from all around the world, so please come and join us in there. To give you some stats and facts that has also been mentioned in the video with Dazzling Dave, Wolves have met Man City 19 times in the Premier League. And Wolves have won 5 of those, and Man City have won 12 with 2 draws. However, at the Etihad, Wolves' winning record is something to be desired, to say the least. We have played 10 matches at the Etihad. We've managed to get 1 win and 1 draw, but 8 losses. So we need to change our history at the Etihad today, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this is the time. Thank you to everyone who's joining us in the comment section. Peter saying a 2-0 City win today. We've got Daniel saying a 2-1 win. Marie saying hello from Birmingham. Hello, thank you for joining us. Alan saying hoping for a 1-1 draw today. Rod, thank you for the support, saying your camera settings are glowing. Absolutely, trying to get the best brightness I can. Lombard saying it's a 2-2 draw today. Marie thinks it's going to be Wolves 3, Man City 2. So absolute corker of a game. And Rod saying a 7-1 win for Man City. I hope not. That's going to be a really hard game to watch. Right, guys, please keep them coming. Who do you think is going to win today, and how much I'm going to score by? Joe says, I think VR will get involved again today. I really hope not. We've had a lot of challenges there. Fan Reaction Football Club says Wolves will have a win today, but let's see what happens. Thank you so much. So, looking at the team news and Gary O'Neill's press conference, it's been a really exciting news that Tommy Doyle has signed a permanent contract. In the comment section, let me know, are you happy with the fact that Tommy Doyle has joined on a permanent move to Wolverhampton Wanderers? Let me know, yes or no. Also, linking back to injuries, we've had some much needed improvement as Bellegarde, Bueno and Neto returned back to full training and could all feature today. So let's see what's going to happen there. First of all, guys, as well, I just want to say, if you are enjoying the watch-alongs and you enjoy the content, please support us on the channel, as you can see on the image there. Become a member and you can send us a super chat. If you'd like to send us a super chat, you must be subscribed to the YouTube channel. So if you go on to our subscription, click the follow, click the notification button, and then you can join in the comment section with us. Louise, hello, thank you for joining us today. Zane says David Silva is there. Some play he was, absolutely. Vincent says a 2-3 win, Wolves Day, VAR 0. Let's hope for that. Carl saying a 2-2 draw. Let's hope we can give Man City a good scare. Let's see what we can do. Izzy saying Neto won't feature. And we've got Andy saying he thinks it's a 50-50 regarding Doyle. Thank you guys for joining in the comment section already with us. So we have got about a minute until we kick off now, just waiting for our players to come out. In the comment section below as well, we have heard a lot of team news about possible moves in the summer. For example, we've heard about Max Kilman possibly moving to United. Would you sell Max Kilman? Let me know. Do you think it would be a good choice?
Kevin De Bruyne had the chance.
Right, guys, our players are just about to come out. Lovely, and they've got the goal. Right, guys, sorry, there was a delay on my TV screen. So, Man City and Wolves have just kicked off in the first 20 seconds. It's still Man City 0, Wolves 0. Ait-Nouri is with the ball now. Again, thank you to everyone who's joining that comment section with us. And it is a throw-in for Man City. Wolves with the ball, back in defence with Totti. Man City win the ball back. Ait-Nouri with the ball now. Ait-Nouri passes it back to Totti. Back to Kilman. And pass it back to Sarr. Wolves being very, very questionable with their passing in and defence. If you've watched the watch along previously, you know that I don't love it when our goalkeeper and defence are passing it amongst themselves in our own box. It's not always my favourite experience. Man City currently with the ball now. Wolves holding their shape quite well. Cunha and Huang putting the pressure on. Man City with the ball. We are 2 minutes in, everybody. Akanji to Walker. To Bernardo Silva. To Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker passes it to Ake. Sal, Barry from Cornwall, thank you for joining us again. Barry says about volume, can you hear me, guys, in the watch along? Just let me know, please. Marie, game on. Hopefully it's our time. Daniel saying we can do the double over Man City, always Wolves. Come on, we can do this. Saar with the ball now, passing it to Kilman. Semedo with the ball. Man City are pressuring Semedo back into our defence. Harding closing down out Nori. Totti to Bueno. Loose pass. Harding gets the ball. Opportunity for De Bruyne. Luckily for Wolves, De Bruyne can't get it out of his feet. Wolves do well to clear the ball in the end. Again, we must be careful. Thank you so much, guys. Just let me know you can definitely hear us. Perfect. Thank you so much. Cunha with the ball. Nori moved with the ball really well. Man City are closing down out Nori. Had 2 to 3 players around him at that point. Saar back with the ball. We'll start to build from the back again. Back to Saar. We are 5 minutes in, everybody. Thank you to everyone who has put in the comments that like the watch along already. Thank you. If you haven't and you are enjoying it, smash that like button for us. We really appreciate the support. Kilburn to Semedo. João Gomez. Cunha. Bueno was looking for the opportunity there to make some space. Cunha with the ball now. Putting pressure. And it goes out for a throw-in for Manchester City. Good pressure there by Cunha. Zane, thank you so much for the comment section. As a Liverpool fan, the best tactic is not to be afraid and play football against City, because if you sit back, they'll pick you apart. Thank you so much for that fantastic comment. Yeah, I think so many of us think about what's the best way to go against Man City, and especially at the Etihad, if we go full out, I'm kind of, the only thing I'm worried about is fatigue, but I'd much rather us have the ball than be trying to defend or park the bus for 60 minutes and see how we feel after that time. It would be difficult. I think for Wolves, for me, I want them to have a good 10 minutes, settle themselves into the game. If we could get an early goal, that would be fantastic, because it would calm the crowd down as much as it can, and also then settle the Man City players. But also, we've got to appreciate Wolves haven't had the best record at the Etihad. And in the recent games of our 5 matches, we've struggled to get over the line apart from once. So we need to find a way to manage the game. And I think if we're able to get 1 goal in the first half and keep a clean sheet, I'd be really happy with that in the first half. So let's have a look at how we plan out at the moment. Currently, Man City have the ball and Wolves are holding quite a strong defensive shape, but they have had a lot of the ball as well and have been trying to put pressure on the Man City back line. So it's quite even at the moment. So thank you so much, Baron. Glad you can hear us. Thank you. Stand up. Thank you for smashing that like button. Much appreciated. Aki with the ball. Rodri. Good pressure by Gomez, making Rodri have to go back. Foden with the ball. Nice pass by Rodri. Finds Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva crosses it in. Kilman gets it away. Shot by Rodri. Goes over the goal, but some early warning signs from Man City there to not give them too much space. Right, guys, in the comment section, because we don't have that many games left. I think we've got 3 Premier League games left until the end of the season. Who do you think is likely to be the Premier League champions this year? Put it in the comment section. Do you think it's going to be Man City or Arsenal? I'm going to leave Liverpool out of this because, in my opinion, I do think Liverpool are unlikely to win the Premier League this season. I just don't see Man City and Arsenal dropping enough points. But if you think Liverpool still can, put in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Do you think Man City are going to retain the title, or do you think we're going to have a surprise and have Arsenal reclaim that title? Please let me know. Right, guys, we are 9 minutes in. Man City are currently with the ball. Overall, I'm quite happy with how Wolves have started so far. Man City have had some of the possession, but so have Wolves. Wolves are holding their defensive shape quite well, trying to put on the pressure. Hopefully, we can catch them on the counter-attack. And the fact we've got Cunha hand Wang as well, maybe we can nick a goal. Joe, thank you so much. Joe says that Man City is likely to win the league this year. And Peter also agrees. Roger thinks that Arsenal are going to win the league this year. Bernardo Silva with the ball now. Walker passes it back to De Bruyne to Rodri, Foden to Kanji, back to Foden. Really good closing down there by Lamina, making Man City go back. De Bruyne, Foden. Oh, some lovely tricky there. Opportunity. That was some lovely football there. Oh no, Aït-Nouri has given away a penalty. Just waiting for the replay, but the referee did not question it at all. He pointed right to the penalty box. Let's have a look at the replay there. Aït-Nouri's kicking out for the ball. He doesn't get it and claps right into the Man City player. He doesn't actually get the ball at all. So fair decision by the referee there. If Aït-Nouri done it anywhere else on the pitch, it would have been a foul. So, Barry saying, I might change my opinion, but I hope Arsenal win this year. Kilman is pleading with the referee to have it checked. Aït-Nouri is literally doing VAR to the referee. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. But for Aït-Nouri, the problem is he didn't actually win the ball. He's going for the ball, and the Man City player is going for a shot, but he brings the player down. It's whether Aït-Nouri has put too much pressure on him to cause him to go down. Aït-Nouri saying that he injured himself, but he's still responsible for how he behaves in the pitch. Carl says, Arsenal year depends on how Man City go on the games they have left. Yes, in a shame for Arsenal. I think it was the Villa game at home. They lost 2-0. They really took the league title out of their own hands. And if Arsenal finished second in the league, I do believe that one moment, that one game was the turning point. That was the moment where Arsenal had the chance to really put the pressure on Man City. And you know, Man City have the experience in the final hurdle, and maybe that element of experience is showing in both of the clubs there. But I would really like to see Arsenal win the league, not because I'm an Arsenal fan at all, but I'd just like to see a different team win the league again. And it'd be nice to see the Premier League go somewhere other than Manchester or the North for a little bit, bring it down to London. It's not going to be in the Midlands for a while, so I'd like it to go to a different team somewhere else. Okay, unsurprisingly, Haaland is about to take the penalty with 11 minutes in. Lovely goal by Haaland. Lovely goal by Haaland. That is 1-0 to Man City. Lovely penalty taken by Haaland. And Wolves now have a bit more of a hill to climb. I think a lot of us did believe that if Wolves can get a draw today, that would be a really good result. So hopefully now Wolves can regroup, get their defensive shape, and then push on to try and get a goal before half time. But obviously this will be a hard one today. A lot of people in the chat saying that it's not a penalty. So let's have a look at what your opinions are. Barry from Cornwall says not a penalty. The guy sees him and just ran into him. Daniel saying that's not a penalty. I think the problem is, I do agree in the idea of one's going for a shot, Aït-Nouri can't really get out the way. Problem is, if you put your leg up or high boot and you don't get the ball at all, you're running your luck. And I know Wolves, in our experience, haven't had the best luck with VAR, but I completely see where you're coming from, guys. A lot of you here are saying as well, saying clear pen for them. So this one looks like a bit subjective, if I dare say that word. Okay, guys, Wolves are with the ball again to Kilman, to Semedo. Man City win the ball back to Ake. Kanji with the ball, Foden asking for it, Haaland comes back to collect it. Good closing down by Cunha there, forcing Man City back. I still think, though, the fact that we have Cunha and Hwang on the bench, I don't feel as scared as I probably should be. I still think we have the chance to get back into this game. 1-0 is a very slender victory at the moment. So come on, we can turn this round. Key for a really good point there. A little unlucky, but didn't get the ball. If anywhere else on the pitch is a foul, so correct decision. Thank you guys for bringing in your comments. It's really good that we don't agree on everything, so let me know what you think. I love to hear it. Ake with the ball for Man City. We are 15 minutes in already. Man City on the move. Rodric going into the ball. Kilman closes him down. And fantastically, we have a goal kick for Wolves. We are 50 minutes in. Sarr gives it back to Kilman. Roger saying it's never good when Man City score so early on. Yeah, to be fair, it's never good if Man City score at any time, but definitely at home. You can literally feel them as vipers when they get to the end of the league. They just know how to win at the end. Aït-Nouri putting on the pressure on Haaland. Gomez helping his friend out there. And we win that duel. Fantastic. Well done, Aït-Nouri. Well done, Gomez. I like to see that. Sam coming in. We all knew this game was going to be hard. I think if he went in without Hwang and without Cunha, I think this game would have been called impossible. Man City with the ball. De Bruyne takes a shot. Very hard to score from there, but Cunha, De Bruyne is magic at the end of the day, but he doesn't get it on target. So it's a goal kick for Wolves for Sarr. Right, Sarr to Semedo, to Kilman. Foden wins the ball back. Rodri to De Bruyne. Good close there by Lamina. However, Man City win it back. Semedo gets it away, but gives it straight back to Man City. We've got kind of a ping-pong game going on here. Man City piling on the pressure again. Oh, fantastic save by Sarr. Man City with the ball again. Man City, keep coming. Carl saying, just hope we can bounce back. Me too. Just another comment section saying, when does Neto return? From the Gary O'Neill press conference, we had some good news that Neto was back on the grass in some training. There was hope that maybe Neto could feature as a substitute. However, he wasn't able to make it back. So hopefully he could be back next week, or at least, or maybe the last game of the season. But thank you for your question, guys. Really appreciate them. Keep them coming. Man City with the ball again. I feel like I've repeated myself there a few times. Man City piling on the pressure. Kilman, good defending. Wolves closing down with Gomez. Kilman again. De Bruyne. De Bruyne crosses it in. Wolves get it away, but give it straight back to Man City. Rodri with the ball again. They're like vultures going towards the net. They just smother you in and it's so hard to get out. Wolves just need to hold their shape for the next 5 to 10 minutes and then hopefully we can break. Marie with the positivity saying, don't worry, we'll bounce back like we always do. I love that positivity. Let's hope we can do that. Walk with the ball again. Kovacic. Lovely pass, Bernardo Silva. The man, Wolves are able to close the gap for them. However, he was offside anyway. Lovely slip ball there. Right, guys, so let's have a look at the stats. What's going on in the game so far? So, unsurprisingly, Man City have 60% of the ball. I think in the last 10 minutes especially, we do feel like we're being swarmed on a little bit. Total shots and shots on target doesn't look pretty for Wolves at the moment. Man City have had 4 shots on goal with 2 on target, whereas Wolves haven't been able to achieve any shots or any shots on target yet. But it's still early doors. Free kicks wise and corners, Man City are beating us in that front as well. But I think we all know today it's going to be a really hard game and we've just got to clinch something, even if we do it on the break. Let's keep this positivity going. It's only 1-0. It could be much worse. So let's keep going. We are 20 minutes in. Jose Sarr with the ball. Man City piling on that pressure. They're literally hunting us down as they are, Wolves. Cunha has given a foul away to Man City in a dangerous position for a free kick. Zayn coming in saying it's one-way traffic at the moment. Yeah, it does feel very swarming at the moment. We've just got to keep that strength. We need to find those leaders on the pitch. We need Kilman to step up. We need Cunha to step up. We need Lamina to support the team. Obviously, Gary O'Neill isn't down there on the touchline because of his ban. So the players really need to take the leadership in this moment and find a way to win. A really dangerous position here for Man City. Free kick is right on the 6-yard box with De Bruyne and Foden over it. Foden takes it. Foden. I'm not sure if Foden was going for an actual goal, was going for an actual shot there, or trying to find one of his teammates. It kind of looked like he was in between two minds. So let's have a look. He looked like maybe he was trying to go for the right-hand side corner there. Sarr didn't have to make a save there, but lucky escape for Wolves. The game is having another recap over the penalty decision. They're talking about why it took so long. I think to deal with these VAR decisions, I'm so tired of games having 10 minutes, 12 minutes extra time. Just stop the clock to the decisions it's made and then carry on and finish the game at 90 minutes. Then you won't lose any time. Man City with the ball, collecting of Cunha. Again, guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel today. If you are enjoying, please smash that like button. And if you like the new setup, please let us know in the comment section so we can keep your commentary getting better and better each match. Aku with the ball for Man City. Wolves need to be closed down a little bit more. Cunha's going on his own. Howang's going on his own. They need to hunt together in packs here. Good close down by Gomez and Traore. Cunha with the ball. This is the first time we've been in Man City's half in about 10 minutes. And we're 22 minutes in now. Cunha doesn't look very happy with the fact that Man City players were all over him, 2 or 3 players, and then Cunha is brought up for a foul on Rodri. Probably a leg out by frustration. Let's have a look. The ball just got away from him there and he steps on Rodri. Man City with the ball, trying to pass it to Haaland. Wolves collect the damage. Haaland's on, falls over, asking for a foul, but referee says play on. Totti with the ball now for Wolves. De Bruyne is all over him, and Walker. Traore, Cunha. Cunha's come really deep to collect the ball there. Gomez. It's a nice passage to play from Wolves. Aït-Nouri. Now in the Man City half now. Come on, boys. Keep going. Aït-Nouri. Don't go back. Keep pushing forward. Lovely movement there by Hwang, trying to provide a pass. Aït-Nouri finds him. Looking at the match at the moment, I think Wolves have took on the position of they're going to allow Man City to come on them for a period of time, try and hold their shape, and then have periods with the ball, maybe 5 minutes, or maybe go on the counter-attack. When they've got Cunha, they've got Aït-Nouri and Hwang, they could have a go at that. It's whether we can weather the storm. Wolves now with a period of possession that is much needed. Lovely turn there by Gomez. Gomez has been touched all over by the Man City players. I'm surprised that a foul isn't being given. Well, not surprised, but expected. Lovely ball in there by Cunha. However, it's collected by the Man City goalkeeper. Good defending by Ake. Right, guys, we are 25 minutes in. Man City 1, Wolves 0. Right, guys, just to give you a little bit of an update of what's happened today in the Premier League. Arsenal early on today at 12:30 kickoff. They beat Bournemouth 3-0. At the 3 o'clock kickoffs, Brentford and Fulham had a 0-0 draw. Newcastle stormed past Burnley with a 4-1. Sheffield United had a red card and Forest won 3-1. And obviously Man City and Wolves are playing now. Good movement by Foden there. Lovely dribbling there by Foden. He just ends up going into a crowd of Wolves players in the end. Hwang with the ball. Hwang leads it to Rodri. Rodri passes it straight to De Bruyne. Pass it back to Haaland. For Haaland to take a shot. Really pass it. I might read it out, but luckily Haaland's a fantastic goal scorer, but sometimes his passes aren't as magnificent as you would expect. So I might mark my words here, but Sarr with the ball. Distribution was quite decent there. Wolves trying to pile on the pressure on Man City. Foden playing out well from there, but Foden passed it straight to Semedo. Semedo to Cunha. Cunha passed it to Gomez. At the moment, whenever Wolves have the ball, it looks like there's 3 to 4 Man City players just swarming, trying to make any pass so difficult. They're so well drilled in their positioning. Semedo to Hwang. Oh, that was a really good opportunity there. Goalkeeper was really good coming out early, but was an opportunity. Cunha, Wolves coming again. Always moaning. Wolves says Wolves have come out on the half and played positive football from the start, not like their usual behaviour. Yeah, overall, I don't think we can be that disheartened with Wolves at the moment. The penalty was just a really bad incident, but overall, Wolves have put in a really good performance so far. We're not expecting to basically have majority possession at the Etihad. If we thought we were going to have that, then you're in delusion. But Wolves are put in a really good performance. They've held their defensive shape. They've got a good period of possession now over the last 5 to 7 minutes. And Wolves are grown into the game, which is all we can ask for. Semedo with the ball now. Totti. Back to Lamina. Lamina looking for options. Pass it back to Totti. Traore. Back to Hwang. Man City lose game possession of the ball with De Bruyne and Haaland. Wolves were able to win it back very quickly, though. Lombard, thank you for your question, mate. So at the moment on the lineups, we've got Bentley, we've got Santiago Bueno, we have Doherty, we've got Bellegarde back, we have Fraser, we have Sarabia, all on the bench today that we could be using. First minutes in, everybody. Again, guys, just want to say a massive thank you to all of you for supporting our channel today. If you're enjoying the watch along, please have a look at Always Wolves Fans TV. As you can see on there, we had Dave doing a head-to-head commentating with Man City. We've got the Gary O'Neill press conferences. You have all your transfer news and updates, and you have the extra times. So if you've enjoyed watching and taking part in the watch along with me, have a look at Always Wolves Fans TV and maybe smash the like button and subscribe button if you would like to. Haaland with the ball. Pass it back to Rodri. Good closing down there by Wolves. Cunha was a little bit messy there. I know he's going to be upset with the decision, but he was a little bit sloppy in there. It was just too much of an obvious foul to give away. Bit of a high boot there by Traore. Wolves with the ball. Gomez closing the ball down. Gomez is on it today. He's literally closing down everyone he can, really putting in a really good shift today, trying to get those interceptions. Hi, Milo. Come here. I welcome back. Say hello, Milo. Say hello. Milo's just turned 1 recently. You join us for the watch along, aren't you? We're losing 1-0. Can't even look. Man City have got a free kick, and the first 2 minutes in. Milo, do you think Wolves can get a draw today? Do you think? We've got Foden and De Bruyne over the ball. Should I go downstairs? Okay, say bye. Thank you, Milo, for joining us. Roger Thompson pointing out, congratulations to Ipswich Town on their automatic promotion. Yes, fantastic news. Lovely to hear. Man City take the free kick. No, nothing comes out of it in the end. Jose Sarr collects the ball, and Sarr gets a foul for the incoming Man City defender there. Sarr with the goal kick, just waiting for him to restart the game. 33 minutes in. Throw in for Wolves. Everyone bringing in the comment section saying congratulations to Ipswich. Definitely, it's fantastic to have them back in the Premier League. Throw in for Wolves. Right, Nori taking the throw in. Mike Cavalier probably says hi to Milo. Yes, he does like to have some moments on the screen. Tosi with the ball for Wolves. Hwang winning the ball back. However, Man City win the ball back straight away with De Bruyne. Haaland opportunity. Headers it down. Oh, no. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0 for Man City versus Wolves, sadly. Just have the replay there. Wolves lose the ball, pass it straight to De Bruyne. De Bruyne passes it to Rodri. Haaland still with so much to do. He headers it down and headers it into the far corner. Could Sarr have done better? I mean, if it was in his corner, then maybe. But Haaland had so much work to do there, and it was a lovely header by Haaland. Wolves with the ball now with Traore. I think a lot of us in the comment section, we're not getting really upset or angry. I think we knew today was going to be a hard game, but I'm still quite happy with how Wolves have played so far. I'd just like to see us have a little bit more of a shot on goal, a bit more passage of play. But overall, I'm not disheartened by the performance. I think they are putting in a good shift today. It's just that little bit of quality that Man City are showing at the moment. Fine. Cheer up, Chelsea. I couldn't be any more positive. Also, though, why would you be happy when we're losing? We don't say about mediocrity ever. But I do agree that Haaland is a bit like a robot. Carl coming in saying this is a Haaland day for us, probably get another hat-trick, possibly. Always saying, I just hope we don't end up with a 5 or 6-0 thrashing. Imagine. Find out all the ways you can score against Wolves today. I really hope not. But knowing my luck, coming back for the watch on this weekend is going to happen as well. Man City piled on the pressure with De Bruyne. If it gets really bad, like in the second half, for like 4 or 5-0 down, I'll start bringing out some random trivia questions or something to keep this watch along as entertaining as I possibly can. Man City with a corner, 37 minutes in. Easily put away by Wolves there. Man City piling on the pressure again. Come on, Wolves, get out. Play has just stopped for a Man City player who is on the floor. Hopefully he's okay. Seems all right. Let's have a look. Traore is going to defend the ball there. He does collide a little bit, but it's normal in the penalty box with corners. People are going to be all over each other. So Akanji's all right. An absolute legend just being shown on there. David Silva in the stand for the Man City today. What a player. Aki with the ball for Man City. Foden trying to do that 1-2 pass. Doesn't work out in the end. Traore closing down. Oh my God. Man City are just on it this afternoon. They are literally piling on the pressure. Traore could have done a little bit better there. A lot of people saying, I hope we can beat Liverpool. Fingers crossed, you never know. Could do. Foden, back to Akanji. Rodri's asking for the ball. Brian coming in the comment section says, I'm a Liverpool fan, but also Wolves, but unfortunately our season is over. We are hoping for next season. I think so much of us have said, haven't we? We had such an amazing run for Wolves in the FA Cup and in the league. For a shame for Wolves, our really bad injuries came at the worst time where we lost 6 of our forwards and we lost Dawson as well. So it was really unfortunate time. I do think that our quality and the effort that we put in at the start and mid-season has caught up with us in the end. But hopefully during the off season, we can get some players in, hopefully keep as many of our quality players as we can, and we can then build on for next season. But I think at the start of the year, a lot of people had Wolves going down, and to think that we were so close to getting into the FA Cup semi-final and we had a chance of getting into Europe, I think Wolves should be really proud of the team. It's just those last couple of few months, the injuries came at the worst time, and we didn't really look like we had anything left. So hopefully if we get some players in, maybe next year we can go again and maybe do a little bit better. And we do have as well quite a few players on loan. So if we did bring some of those back, maybe they could have helped us. "41 minutes in, still 2-0. Can Wolves claw it back to 2-1 before half-time? If we can, it makes the game much more interesting for Wolves. And saying that, Lemina's with the ball now. Sean Walsh saying we still have a shot. Of course we do. It's only 2-0. There's no reason why we can't get 2 goals. Hopefully, if we can get a goal before half-time, then we can try and get a goal in the second half and get it back to a draw. You never know. And I don't think the Wolves players have given up just yet. Marie saying, yes, we can. Man City passing the ball in their defence at the moment. Wolves here really should be pressing a lot more, viciously. Huang's going forward towards the goalkeeper, but they need to be kind of hunted in packs. Man City are a bit more on it in that demand. De Bruyne's coming forward. He passes it to Foden. Semedo gets the ball away. Semedo injecting some pace into the game for Wolves here. Gomez back to Aït-Nouri. Sal, there are some really positives going. Yeah, remember we've had some bad luck and we're going to keep moving on to next season, definitely. Brian has the belief that Wolves next season could win something. Why not? We were so close. I think if you go into any competition or any league and you think you can't win, what's the point of being there in the first place? You've got to believe that you can do something. And I think the Leicester win in the Premier League proves that anyone can win the league with the right circumstances, with the right team, the right energy. You never know. Oh, Mika bringing in a really good, interesting question that we can get a debate going on. We need to make big money out of Aït-Nouri and Kilman. Would you sell both? I don't know. I know Kilman's definitely, they're interested in for Manchester United. But Aït-Nouri, I don't know. I don't know if I'd sell him. Put it in the comment section. Out of Aït-Nouri, Kilman, would you sell one of those players, try and get some players in? There is a replay of Semedo's challenge on Haaland. They're trying to see if it should be another penalty. Let's have a look. There's nothing on the ball by Semedo. However, I do think Haaland's gone down very easily. If that is given as a penalty, I do think that's immensely harsh considering Haaland is the size of a bus. He's not going to fall over by a slight brush on his back. VAR decision coming in. It's going to take at least 5 minutes. Oh, they're showing the VAR in the background. So they're looking for Semedo's foot on Haaland's leg. The referee has been asked to go to the screen to have a look if they think it's a penalty. And we know with Wolves, if any referee goes to the TV screen, he always gives it. So let's have a look. Yes, Semedo's foot does brush Haaland, but it's whether it's enough to bring him down. Because it could make him off balance. I just think it's harsh. Still waiting for the decision to be made. They're also checking whether it's denial of a goal scoring opportunity, so possibly a red card maybe, or yellow card for Semedo. The goalkeeper is back, so the goalkeeper still could do something about it. It is a penalty. Man City have another penalty to make it 3-0. We've got to get some questions going. This could be a hard day. A card's coming out. What's it going to be? It's a yellow card for Semedo. If it was a red card, I think this would just symbolise our hatred for VAR. I don't think we could handle it anymore. Brian saying, what do you think of Ipswich Town promotion, their comeback to the Premier League? I think it's fantastic. It's lovely to see new teams back into the Premier League, and it's nice to see different teams come back as well. Looking at the moment at Championship as well, you've got Leicester going up as well. And then looking at the next group, those who are going into the playoffs, let's have a look. Currently, it's Leeds, Southampton, West Brom and Norwich. So it'll be interesting to see who comes up as well, linking to that. But thank you for the question. I think I'm having deja vu here. So Haaland stepping up for the penalty. I mean, let's see what Sarr can do. Oh, Sarr goes the right way. He does go the right way, but Haaland puts it into the corner. It's 3-0. This is going to be a long day. It's 47 minutes gone. 3-0 for Man City. Haaland with a hat-trick. Sarr did get a little bit of a touch. He did go the right way. But it was a good penalty by Haaland. Brian saying it's a sad day, but we keep our head up. Absolutely. Look, we knew today was going to be difficult, but we've got to keep pushing on. Lovely dribbling by Gomez there. Wolves of the ball. Ait-Nouri crossed it in, trying to find Hwang. Goalkeeper collects it easily. Who would I prefer to win the league this season? I personally, this is no disrespect to Man City or Arsenal, whichever one I pick, I would really like to see a different team win the league. I'm kind of sick and tired of watching Man City win everything. And I would like to see Arsenal win the league. I think it will bring a bit more light in, a bit more hope that we can have new winners in the Premier League. But sadly for Arsenal, I do think that 2-0 loss against Villa, they basically gave away the Premier League into Man City's hands. But if I could have a team win, it would be Arsenal. I think it'd be good for the Premier League to have some different winners. Obviously, we've had Liverpool in recent times, but I do think the Premier League needs some new light. But you know, the idea of people buying the league, look, if you're a fan of any team, if you're going to be taken over by an ownership that can spend lots of money on you, I think every football fan, if they're truly honest, would take the money in this day and age because they know it's the only way to win. Guardiola's made a team that knows how to close out at the end of a season. The fact that they have come back after winning the treble and they still are going for the Premier League again, it just shows the hunger of the squad. And sadly for Wolves, we've caught them on a day when they are ready and hungry for the league today. But if a miracle can happen, I'd like to see Arsenal win the league. But thank you for your question. Marie said, I'd love to see Manchester United win the league. Marie, is that a little bit of sarcasm there? It's a little bit of sarcasm. If Man United win the league in 2 years, I'm going to Mars. They're so far off. And until they sort out their player power there, I don't understand with Man United. I understand they're looking at the team and how they're playing, but I don't think Ten Hag's the worst manager in the world. I think there's some players in there who think they're bigger than the club. And no matter who is manager of Manchester United, the same problem keeps happening. The players are making good performances and they're not winning games. And the same players who have been there throughout these whole managers keep being the problem. So if it was me, I'd get rid of some of the toxic players in the team. Just getting all the opinions out today. Brian saying, I was hoping for Liverpool to win the Premier League, but unfortunately, we deflect at the end of the season. Same thing happened to Wolves. Yeah, sadly for Liverpool, they were really fantastic to see them in the running. I did think the fact that Klopp was leaving might give Liverpool that extra energy to go for the league again, but it just wasn't for them, sadly for them. But, you know, Klopp's been a fantastic manager, and whoever comes in to take over the helm at Liverpool have got a massive act to follow. It'd be really interesting to see where Klopp goes next, actually. In the comment section, let me know, do you think Klopp, if Klopp does come back, what team or what country do you think he could be manager of next? Because I think he might not go to a league. I think he might go and be the Germany manager. Right, guys, the first half is over. It is Man City 3, Wolves 0. Sadly, it is not the result that we've wanted, but I will be back in 20 seconds to discuss everything in the first half and what we could possibly do to make it better. So see you in a second. Hello guys, thank you for your patience. I am back, just grabbed a little bit of a drink after that first half. So if you can see already on the corner here, we've got our question for the halftime. So what is my halftime snack? It is a rule that Dave says we must do. So we're going to keep the classic question going. What is my halftime snack? Put in the comment section what you think. Thank you to everyone who's putting in the comment section where they think Jurgen Klopp could go next. So Daniel thinks he's going to go and become the Germany manager. Rick also agreeing as well. Always says if he comes back, he comes to Wolves. Where's he going? I don't know. And Carl says Klopp will take a year off and assess the situation. Yeah, I do think for Klopp, I do think looking at him, he does look a little bit burnt out slightly. So I do think it'd be best for Klopp to take a year and a half out as a manager of his quality and what he's done for Borussia Dortmund, what he's done for Liverpool. I think he's earned the right to have a bit of time out and decide where he wants to go next. I would be very surprised if Klopp decided to go to another team in the Premier League. I think his love for Liverpool is so pure, and I don't think it's put on at all. And I think if he went to a rival side, I wouldn't want to know how Anfield would respond. So I think I don't think he'd come back to the Premier League unless at least another 10 years or so. I think he'd be scared to go. I think the most likely move for Klopp would possibly be the Germany job. Yes, he was a manager for Borussia Dortmund, maybe Bayern Munich. I know that's a massive rivalry, but Bayern Munich's a massive club in Germany, so maybe he could go there. But I do think the Germany job is likely. Thank you to everyone in the comment section asking what it is today. We've got, is it a cupcake? Is it pizza? Muffin? Carl, you always put in muffin, and one day it will be. Is it a chocolate bar? Is it a Snickers? Is it popcorn? Well, it has been quite a comedy this first half, hasn't it? It is, hang on, bring it up to that, Dairy Milk Oreo bar. I would thought it was going to be a hard watch along today, so I've gone a much bigger bar. I don't intend to eat it all, but if I do, don't judge me. It's been a very hard first half to watch. But thank you everyone for joining in with us today. Really appreciate it. Right, guys, so let's have a bit of a reflection on that first half. I think when we started, we knew it was going to be a really hard game today. And if Man City were on it and Haaland was on it, we knew it was going to be a long day at the Etihad. Sadly for Wolves, though, 2 of them have come from penalties. So really, could we have done a little bit better there? If you look on the screen here, we've got the stats and facts of what's going on in the game. So goals-wise, we know it's 3-0. Possession is quite even, despite the very, very shocking scoreline. Possession for Man City is 53%, where Wolves have 46%. The next part of the stats are where we want to hide and pull a pillow like this. Shots for Man City, 7. They've had 5 on target, and they've had 2 corners, 1 where Wolves have 0 in all 3 departments. So it hasn't been the greatest game for Wolves going forward. However, I do think we've had some nice passages of play. It's good to see Cunha. Gomez has been really closing down, and the Man City players as well. But sadly, we're just lacking that bit of quality up front. And we don't really have the excuse to say we don't have our forwards back, because we do. So we should be doing more. I'm not saying some comfort eating. Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? Especially when it's that nice. But whenever I do the watch-alongs, I never actually end up eating the chocolate because I'm so enthralled with the games. I end up eating it later. Daniel saying, I got to say, them penalties was no way penalties, too soft in the making. Yeah, guys, a lot of you in the comment section have been having a really good debate with each other of, do you think it's a penalty? Do you think it's not? I think the problem is now, if you put your leg out just slightly, and because we're Wolves, you know it's most likely going to be going that way. I do think the Semedo one was slightly harsh. Does he touch Haaland enough to kind of break down his movement? I don't know. But for me, I do think the second penalty was less reasonable. The first one, if it was for, on our side, Wolves having the penalty from that, I don't think I'd argue it. So of all of them, the second one's the one that upset me the most. Right, guys, so in the comment section, we've got to really keep this positivity going, because we have got a long second half. If we can get a goal back in the first 5 or 10 minutes, maybe we can have a game on our hands. But let's start some other debate. So if you don't know already, I've got the orange gold to represent, and I enjoy Formula One. Put in the comment section, other than football, what other sports do you enjoy watching, or who's your favourite sports person or sports team that you watch outside of football? Let me know in the comment section below. Currently, I'm really enjoying the Formula One. The qualifying's on later on today around 9 o'clock. And I am proud to say I'm a Verstappen fan. You could say I'm a glory hunter, but when you're a Wolves fan, you know, Verstappen wins every weekend. It's always lovely to see. And we've also got the games at more reasonable times. The last couple of races we've had to watch in the early morning, so it's really good to have them back. So let me know in the comment section. If you watch anything else, let me know. Who's your favourite teams? Who your favourite sports people are? I'd love to know. Looking at our team at the moment, let's see the ratings I've been given. So Cunha's been given a 5.9, Huang 6.1. Most of our team is averaging around a 6 to 7 at the moment, so not the greatest. Again, looking at the fixtures today, Arsenal won 3-0, Brentford and Fulham got a draw, Burnley lost 4-1, Nottingham won 3-1, and Man City are currently winning 3-0. At the moment, this is what the results are doing to us in the Premier League table. Wolves will still remain 11th. However, their goal difference has got much worse with -10. Man City, again, are still required to play their game in hand. But if they do win their game today, which is probably likely, let's be honest, they have 82 points to Arsenal's 83. And they have 53 goals. So maybe Man City are eyeing up this second half to kind of close the goal difference with Arsenal. Marie saying, I do like watching the running marathon. That's really good, definitely. Always only saying likes to watch the motorcycle GP. Nice. Thank you guys for telling me what you like. Lovely. Right, guys. So over the last week, we've had a lot of conversations about transfer rumours, people coming in and people coming out. So we've heard that Fabio Silva could be likely isn't going to have his loan with Glasgow Rangers to be resubmitted. So if you think about Fabio Silva, would you want him back? Let me know in the comment section. Would you have Fabio Silva back in the Wolves team? If not, where would you like him to go next? Also, we've had more news about Nelson Semedo. Apparently, Saudi Arabia are interested in signing Nelson Semedo as he has 1 year left on the contract and they're looking at making 5 marquee signings this season. Hopefully, Semedo chooses not to go because it's really kind of ending your career. I do think anyone at his age just going for the money, I think, but I'd like to keep him. Looking for people possibly coming in. Wolves are interested in Louis Cook from Bournemouth, looking to bring him in maybe for interim as there's 1 year left. And incoming, there's allegedly, we're going for Rodrigo Gomez with a discussion for 12 million. In the comment section earlier, guys, there was a point about who do we sell to bring in more players? And someone mentioned Aït-Nouri and Kilman. In the comment section, let me know, if you're looking at the players that we have, who would you be willing to let go, if any? And is there anyone that you would like Wolves to bring in next season? I think obviously for Wolves, any players who do well, we've always got to be a bit concerned that they might move on. But I think there are certain players that are unmovable. I wouldn't sell Aït-Nouri in a heartbeat. I want to keep Cunha because he's played really well this season. Kilman, I would maybe let go, but we need to make sure we have a replacement already decided as a clear leader. So let me know. Always Moaning says that he would let Kilman go to Manchester United. How much money do you think possibly we could try and get in the transfer for Kilman? What would you be willing to sell him for? I think it'd be a lot to suggest we could possibly get maybe 60 million for him as he's not a forward, but maybe 40 million, maybe 35, 40 million. Let me know. Now saying Wolves should raid Portugal again. Maybe we should kind of change it up. Let's go for a different nationality. Maybe we should go for Brazil or something, get some flair on the pitch. Carl, thank you for your comment saying I support Exeter Chief Rugby Union and Wigan Warriors Rugby League as my other teams I support in other sports. Lovely. Thank you for telling me who you would like to support. Bulldog saying he would sell Kilman for 40 million. Let me know, guys, in the comment section. Would you sell Kilman for 40 million? Do you think we could possibly go for a little bit more? And do you think we should sell Nelson Semedo? If you think we should sell Nelson Semedo, put it in the comment section if yes. And if you would like to sell him, how much money do you think we should try and get him for? A saying is watching from India. Come on, Wolves. Thank you for joining us. Lovely to have you with us today. Right, so just waiting for our game to kick off. Let's have a look at our bench. Who could we possibly bring on to change the game now? I think a lot of us are going to be kind of surprised if we get the 3-0 deficit back, but let's have a look. So at the moment, we've got Bentley, we've got Wesley Akadua, we've got Santiago Bueno, we've got Doherty, we've got Chua, we've got Bellegarde, Fraser and Sarabia. Looking at our team, is there anyone here that you think we could bring off possibly to improve the team moving forward? I haven't seen a lot of Hwang today. Obviously, he hasn't had much of, let's say, opportunity to show his quality today. So maybe we should consider bringing someone else on. I think for Fraser, we are 3-0 down. Why don't we take a chance? I would like to see Doherty come on as well. I do think he puts in a good shift for Wolves. So let me know what you think. Rick says, definitely no to Semedo, picked him for player of the season. I've been really impressed with him. A lot of you are saying not to sell Semedo. I remember the first day I saw Silva, always only saying he's not worth 20 million if there's a clause with Kilman's contract when we've signed him. Carl says, Semedo should stay at the club, and Adrian says, no to the moon. Absolutely. If it was me, I definitely want to keep Semedo. I do think he's been a massive asset to the team this season. The Wolves and Man City players are just getting ready to come back on the pitch. But I have to say, looking at our team this season, let's have a look. I wouldn't sell Cunha. Hwang's 50-50. I think if we can get a slightly better striker, then I would consider having Hwang as the second striker, but I do think we need to keep him. Traore, I've been quite impressive how he's come into the team. Lemina's played well this season, and Gomez has put a good shift in. Ait-Nouri was really a shining light when we were missing all our forwards, so I don't think Ait-Nouri is movable. I think if you're going to be looking anyway, it might be in our defence where we need to bring some much-needed support in there. And again, a lot of you are saying that we should keep Semedo as well. Thank you guys in the comment section for putting those in. Just a quick ploy, guys, as always, thank you for joining us on the watch along today, even though the game's been quite difficult at times. If you are enjoying the watch alongs, please have a look at Always Wolves Fans TV. And if you like what you see, just smash the subscribe button just there, and then just click on to all so you can see when we've got our new content on as well. But thank you so much for supporting us. And if you haven't liked the watch along, please smash the like button because it lets us know that you are enjoying it. Even though the match or the score isn't what we want to know that you're enjoying the watch along with us. Right, guys, so there has been a change. Bellegarde has just come on for Lemina. So Wolves and Man City are back for the second half. They have kicked off, and I'm going to have a little bit of a half-time snack to brace myself for this second half. Godfrey saying that he loves American football. Love that. Let me know. Who do you support? Who's your major Premier League team? I'm not going to go for the, obviously, the Taylor Swift pun. I don't know that much about American football, so tell me. Always moaning saying F1 Miami GP qualifying starts at 8 p.m. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not a ploy for Formula One, but I do really enjoy it. I'm not going to ask who you think is going to be on pole. I think this season, if you do watch it, is pretty obvious who's going to be number one. And it probably will be Verstappen, unless a massive mistake happens or Verstappen has an absolute crisis in performance. But it has been interesting watching the possibility of Adrian Newey leaving Red Bull and to see where he goes next, because wherever Adrian Newey goes, he'll really impact the other teams. But he has said he'd like to work with Hamilton and Ferrari, so let's see where he goes next. Thank you for coming back to tell who you support. He says you support Chicago Bears. Cool, thank you. Right, guys, Wolves are with the ball at the moment. Back to Sarr. Semedo to Bellegarde. Nice movement here by Wolves. Harry Williams saying fair play to me for watching this ball fest. When you support a football team, you've got to be there for everything. But sadly, I've had some of the most hardest watch-alongs to watch, whether it's VAR decisions or just absolute sadness. And the one watch along I'm not there for, they win as well, which is just a slap in the face, to be honest. Right, guys, Man City are with the ball currently. Aki. We've got some boxing questions. Who do you think will win out of Fury and Usyk, the fight on the 18th of May? After watching the last fight for Fury, I think Usyk will be in better shape. Of his course, I'd like to see Fury win, but I think Usyk will beat Tommy Fury, to be honest. Foden with the ball, passed it back to Aki. Considering they're up 3-0, the Etihad crowd is so quiet. You'd think they'd be really celebrating and making a party atmosphere, but they're so quiet at the moment. They're probably so used to winning. That's probably why. Man City coming forward again. Kovacic trying to pass the ball to Foden, but Wolves closed down really well. Man City with the ball. Wolves have a quite good, decent shape at the moment, trying to fend Man City off. Hwang is closed down the ball mostly by himself. I think if Wolves want to make an impact on this game, they need to start to close down the ball quicker and with a lot more players behind the ball with him. Rodri pushing forward again. Foden takes the shot, makes a save out of Sarr. Sarr does well and gets it away. Marie saying, come on, Wolves. Always keeping the comments, the positivity, Marie. Yeah, sorry, I meant Tyson Fury. Yeah, obviously. I don't think Tommy Fury will actually ever win a fight, to be honest. But yeah, I meant Tyson Fury. We are 50 minutes in, everybody. We are still 3-0, so it could be a lot worse. It could be 4-0, but we're still holding on. Maybe we could win the second half. Who knows? Let's keep it going. Bellegarde with the ball now. Back to Ait Nouri. Ait Nouri looking for Santiago Bueno. Not really the best ball there. And we give the ball away back for a throw-in for Man City. Walker to take. Walker throws in towards Haaland. Wolves are able to win the ball back. Toted the ball now. Back to Kilman. Oh, opportunity. Oh, shame there. Ait Nouri wins the ball back, but Hwang is on an offside position. Referee puts the flag out straight away. But that was a massive opportunity for Wolves. If Hwang was on side, we literally would have been 2 Wolves players and 1 Man City defender there. Was an opportunity. Better by Wolves here. Bellegarde, Cunha, and Traore trying to close down the ball, making Man City think more, which is a lot better. But they need to be a lot quicker in their closing down. Better closing down here by Wolves. Cunha putting the pressure on the goalkeeper. And Wolves win the ball back because of it. A lot better by Wolves. Semedo with the ball. Bellegarde. We've got a goal, ladies and gentlemen. It's Man City 3, Wolves 1, and it's Wang Hee-chan. Could the comeback be on? I think it could be. That is not sarcasm. You never know. Maybe we can make it 3-3. But we've got a goal, which is fantastic. Yeah, I don't think VAR is going to be checking this at all. I think we're positive. My dad is delighted downstairs cheering. Great control there by Wang. Took it on first time in the air. A lovely goal. Can we get it back? Come on. Let's get this positivity going. Marie saying, get in, Wolves, we've scored. Rick saying, come on. And for God's sake. Oh, this is a game of sadness. Wolves managed to get a goal back. And then, as soon as we kick off the game, Haaland has scored another. What is going on? What is going on? 4 goals in one game. Kick off. They win the ball back. Foden passed it to Haaland. Haaland still so much to do. Lovely strike into the left-hand corner. Jose Sarr couldn't do anything with it. Lovely taken. Yeah, really. He had no chance of saving that one. Not at all. But come on, we've scored a goal. Maybe we can get to 4-2. I mean, maybe then they'll score as 5-2. But you never know. It could be more entertaining. Brian saying, never give up. We have hope. Exactly. But one thing we will say for Wolves, they did claw a goal back and their game management at this point wasn't very good. So there's no excuse for conceding a goal that quickly after your own. Rick saying 4 goals, think he's getting the golden boot. Yeah, I think he's put a good stamp on that, hasn't he, at the moment? Let's just have an update of the golden boot of the Premier League. Who's in the running? Let's have a look. Yeah, so Erling Haaland, bearing in mind whether this has been updated from this game today, it says 25, so he might actually have 29 goals, and whether this hasn't been updated live. Alexander Isak is second on 20. Cole Palmer, single-handedly saving Chelsea this season, is on 20 as well, so fair play to him. Ollie Watkins is fourth on 19. And Dominic Solanke, England player, 18. It's nice to see some England players in the crop there, making a bit of a dent. But Cole Palmer, what a player this season for Chelsea. He's really had to step up and he's got Chelsea out of some really bad positions this year. So fair play to him. I'd like to see Cole Palmer hopefully in the England squad. It'd be nice to see him there. Rod saying my 7-1 prediction is still on. Why would you put on such a horrible score prediction? It's probably going to happen there as well. Carl bringing in people who have Haaland in your fantasy league will have some good points today. I mean, if you do play and you don't have Haaland as your striker, I would be a little bit confused. At the moment, despite Wolves being 4-1 down, you can only hear the Wolves fans cheering and chanting. Wolves have a free kick currently. Can we make it 4-2? Let's have a look. Go straight back to the goalkeeper. Wolves should have done a little bit more there. For Wang Hee-chan, he's got 11 goals. He stands 13th in the all-time scorers so far this season. Cunha is on 11 as well. But Kai Havertz has 12. He wouldn't be doing that for Chelsea this season, that's for sure. Man City coming again with De Bruyne. We are already 58 minutes in. Haaland goes for the shot. Wolves get it away, and it's a corner for Man City. Sorry, always. You said, should we cash in or sell him for 30 million? Who are you talking about? Huang, sorry. Talking about Huang. I think at the moment, if we can get another striker in, I still don't think selling Huang, we'd still only have like Fraser as a striker. I don't think that's the answer. I'd like to keep Huang on for maybe 1 or 2 more seasons and then bring in another experienced striker. And then maybe we can play with 2 strikers and let Cunha play more on the left-hand side to give a bit more option. But at the moment, I wouldn't sell Huang yet. Cunha the ball for Wolves. Come on, Wolves, get an opportunity there. Man City, De Bruyne, Wolves closing down. Man City with the ball with Foden. VAR's having a look again at some decision. I doubt it's going to be given as a penalty. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers, let's be real. Foden with the ball. Huang. Haaland, sorry. I keep saying, I don't know if I said Hang then. Haaland's asking for the ball again. It's just unfair. Haaland, you've got 4 goals already. Stop being greedy. Give it to somebody else. Like, you've got enough goals, mate. You don't need any more. Marie saying Huang needs to stay. Yeah, I still think for maybe 1 or 2 seasons, definitely needs to stay. And then if we can bring in another quality striker alongside him, just in case one gets injured, or we can also use them in one in the cup, one in the league. Yeah, I don't think the answer is to sell him. Haaland is smiling. He's so chirpy. He's like, yeah, I'm going to score a 5th. Absolutely not. De Bruyne taking the corner for Man City. We are 60 minutes in now. Wolves get it away, but De Bruyne collects the loose ball. Ugh. Wolves get it away. Come on, Cunha. Foden. It's not Haaland, you see. It's not going to go in today if it's not Haaland. 4-1. Marie saying, what's happened to Pedro and Pedro Neto? In the Gary O'Neill press conference, Gary O'Neill said that Pedro Neto is back in training with the first team, and he was hoping that he might be able to feature today, but he hasn't. So most likely he'll be back for the next game, or at least the last game of the season. Brian coming in with, we got to be realistic. They gave Man City 2 penalties. If it wasn't for the penalties, the game would be more interesting. Yeah, I would say that. Also, I'd say with Wolves, don't put your leg there in the first place. Wolves don't get the decisions. I think the first one would be a 50-50. The second one I do think was harsh, but the first one, your legs up, you're just asking for it to be checked. So, yeah, I'd say the second penalty, I think, is harsh on Wolves. The first one, if that was a Man City player doing it on my Wolves player, I would ask for it to be a penalty. So, Samadi with the ball for Wolves. Passed it back to Kilman, to Totti. Back to Semedo. Bellegarde. Lovely pass there to Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri trying to do the back heel there, but goes straight into a Man City player instead. But nice idea. Right, guys, so let's have a look at the games we've got left then. So obviously, we also have any games in hand now. I can't believe the season has nearly come to an end now. So we've got Crystal Palace at home and Liverpool away. Right, guys, so considering we have 2 games left, in the comment section, let me know, Do you think Wolves can beat Crystal Palace at home? And do you think we can beat Liverpool? Let me know in the comment section what you think. Can we beat Crystal Palace and Liverpool? Let me know. Another free kick for Man City. 63 minutes gone. Yellow card given to Traore. Foden with the ball. That's De Bruyne. Aki trying to find Foden, but Kilman gets it away. Pass it back to Aït-Nouri. Thank you guys for the comment section in here. So always says he thinks no to both. Peter says a draw with Palace and a loss to Liverpool. Steele says Wolves 1, Palace 0. Yeah, I think, come on, we need to have, I want us to end really well at home. We should be able to get a result against Crystal Palace at home. It's a 3 o'clock kickoff, and then we have the Liverpool one. You never know. I think it's because it's Klopp's last game there. I do think it'd be very unlikely that Liverpool would lose that last game, but you never know. We could have a fantastic end to the season. And Milo's rejoined. Hello, Milo. You okay? You come back because we're not having a good game. Yeah. Yeah, always. I definitely agree with you. At the two clubs, I do think Palace is a more winnable game. Still thinks a 3-0 win for Liverpool against us. Oh, God, no. I'd love for Wolves to have a 6-0 win or like a 3-0 win to watch. That'd be amazing. Gomez has just gone in the book for a foul against Aki. Sam says we'll get 4 points from our next 2 games, a draw at Anfield and a home win against Palace. Yeah, I hope for that. I think we're going to get, I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I think we'll beat Palace, and I think it might be a 2-1. I don't think we're going to keep a clean sheet. The Liverpool one, I just don't see us beating Liverpool in Klopp's last game. Some things are just written in the stars, written in history. So I can take a 1-0 win for a 1-0 loss for Klopp, I think. But if we can get a result against Liverpool, then obviously that would make me so much happier. Always currently at the moment. Yes, I'll be doing the watch-alongs going into next season. Hopefully we can have lots and lots of wins at the start as well. Joe coming in with some fantastic sarcasm there. VAR will roll out the red carpet for Liverpool tomorrow. Carl saying, Palace game, we will win, and the Liverpool game, we will be a win for the home team, I'm afraid. Yes, a lot of us agree in there. Man City with the ball currently. Gomez putting on the pressure. He needs to be careful. He's on a yellow card. We don't want to go down to 10 men in 66 minutes. So Gomez, calm down a little bit. Calm down. We need all the players on the pitch. It's hard enough as it is. Bernardo Silva. Passed it to Kovacic. Wolves doing some good pressing there, making Man City go back. They're trying to hold their shape well. Adrian, welcome back to the watch. Long said they're just got back from shopping. Nice food shopping, clothes shopping. Let me know what you've been up to. Love to hear it. Lombon say, let's bring on some experimentation. Well, we've had a lot of experimenting, haven't we, with the youth because we've had a lack of players. I don't know if I'd bring the youth on to have that loss if it got any worse. I don't want to put that on the young lads. Also, apart from the penalties, I think the team that's losing, them players, they're losing 4-1. They should take the responsibility for this loss. The 2 penalties, fair enough, but the 4th goal for Man City, we should have done a lot better. And the header, we could have done a little bit better as well. it's been quite a long time that Wolves have had some good possession for at least 5 or 10 minutes. Man City are really controlling this game now. There's been a lack of play between our midfield and our forwards, especially in the second half. Brian coming in with a really good point, saying Cunha seems like he doesn't have communication. It's cut from the midfield to the Wolves forward. Yeah, we're really struggling at the moment. Still saying it's 26 degrees and hot. Where are you? Where are you? Where is it? Why is it that warm where you are? Let me know. I think we've had quite a decent day. I think it's been about 14 today, so not too bad. Man City with the ball again. And also as well, it's like 26 degrees. Stop rubbing it in. It's freezing here. De Bruyne with the ball. I think now Wolves have just gone into damage control if they don't want to lose any worse than 4-1. But I think for the benefit, you might as well just go all out. I mean, make it a fun game for the end. Foden's coming forward, trying to pass it to Haaland. Haaland going for the scissor kick, but luckily doesn't make that one connect. And it goes out for a goal kick. Southern Spain, lovely. Marie, 16 degrees here. Yeah, we'll take that one, 16 degrees. Not too bad, not too bad. Just waiting for Sarr to take his goal kick. We're 70 minutes in. Yeah, always. Yeah, Man City do have one game in hand. And I believe the game in hand is against Spurs. So let me just double check that. Yeah, they've got the Fulham game on the 11th. They have Spurs on the 14th of May on a Tuesday. Then they have a game against the Hammers at the end of the season. I do think, even though Spurs are at home, I think City will win that game quite comfortably. And I think that they'll beat Fulham. So I do believe, unless Man City have an absolute shocker last 3 games, I just don't see it. I don't see them losing 3 games. I think they're going to win all 3 and take the league. As much as I'd like to see Arsenal maybe win it, I think it's pretty much home dry now. And also, Arsenal are playing Manchester United. Double check. Yeah, so Arsenal play Manchester United away. And we all know Manchester United, they can pull out a random decent result. And they always have VAR on their side a little bit. If you're Manchester United fans in the comment section, no disrespect, but you do have VAR with you most of the time. So that one's going to be a hard game for Arsenal, I still think, especially because Man United are at home. It's going towards the end of the season. And I think Manchester United would do anything to stop Arsenal winning the league. So it'll be an interesting game to watch. Brian, yes, the Spurs one is on the Tuesday, and then the final game is against West Ham at 4:00 on Saturday. Yes. Man City piling on the pressure again. Rodri to De Bruyne. De Bruyne crossing it in to find Haaland again, but finds Bernardo Silva instead. Shot by Foden. Another shot by Foden. Corner kick. Foden is taking the corner for Man City. Totti and Gomez are on Haaland at the moment. Kovacic takes a shot straight at the goalkeeper. Kovacic has collected the loose ball. Gomez on the pressure. Be careful, you're on a yellow card. Oh, well done, Gomez. Wins the ball back cleanly and stops the corner as well, and wins us a foul. Really good Gomez, really good defending there. Well done. Brian says it's my team plays against my team on the final week, Liverpool versus Wolves. I think the big question is, which team are you going for then? Do you want Liverpool to win or do you want Wolves to win? Right, guys, currently at the moment, Man City have 71% possession. I don't think that's too surprising. Wolves have been very quiet in possession in the last 20 minutes. It has been quite difficult to watch, to be honest. Lovely positivity there from Barry and Corms. Just keep positive, guys. We're going to be good next year in the Premiership, so don't worry about anything. Yeah, you got to take your wins when you lose them. You're not always going to have the best ones. Sadly, we've had a bit of a kind of whimper towards the end of the season, but, you know, we can be proud of how we played this season overall, I think. We are 75 minutes in. It's Wolves 1, Man City 4. Luckily, though, we're technically in the second half drawing because we got 1-1, so it could be a lot worse. Sarr had the ball. Distribution gives it straight back to the Man City player. Wolves had an opportunity to get out there. Wolves are being quite stagnant. They're not closed down the ball. They're just holding their shape. I was like, if you're 4-1 down, just go for it. You never know. I think you'd rather losing 2-4 or 3-4 or even 5-2. Just give it a go. Better by Wolves here, close down, much better. Cunha trying to pile on the pressure and wins the ball back. Much better, Wolves. Cunha surrounded by 3 players there. Much better by Wolves, closing down Man City, making them make mistakes. They just need to do it far more often. Brian saying the boys are tired with the thinness of the squad. Any of them must have played more minutes than most of the Man City players. Definitely. Look, our squad depth, I know we've got players on loan, but the players on loan aren't technically in the squad right now. They're not going to be playing for us on a day-to-day basis. Our squad is too small. If you're looking at our bench, we don't really have much to bring on. Yes, we're unfortunate to have those 6 forwards injured at the same time, and that's a very rare occurrence that could happen. But we should be putting in at least 2 or 3 more quality players to try and build the squad depth. Because if you want to fight on 2 things, if we want to be able to get into Europe and maybe do a cup competition, Man City can have a cup team and they'll have the Premier League team. We just can't do that. We don't have the funds. But really good point, Brian. Thank you so much for the comments. Man City coming again with De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva in for Haaland. Not the best connection there. Easy for Sarr to mop up. Come on, Wolves. Come on. Find another goal. Let's make it 4-2. Sarabia of the ball. Semedo. The Wolves players are literally just standing there. They're not having any form of movement to give the Wolves players some options. You know, a lot of us in the comment section were talking about if the penalties change the game, but the players need to make the opportunities and make the players have an option. If you're just standing stagnated, you're not going to get anywhere. So, yes, the penalties were harsh, but Wolves aren't putting themselves in the best light here. Yeah, Adrian, Neto is not playing. Neto's not in the squad. Hopefully he will be back next week. Brian, thank you so much, saying I'll be rooting for both teams on the final week. First game will be important game for Jurgen Klopp's final match and farewell. Yeah, I think no matter what the scoreline's going to be, it'll be a fantastic celebration of Jurgen Klopp. Even if you're not a Liverpool fan or a Jurgen Klopp fan personally. I think we can all respect him. I do think when I got to watch Alex Ferguson's kind of send-off quite a few years ago now, I do remember just out of nowhere crying and going, I can't stand this man. And I was actually, no, I just wanted him to be my manager. And watching him leave, you could just feel just a momentous end of history there. And for Jurgen Klopp, he's been such an amazing manager for Liverpool, and he deserves the same tribute, in my opinion, as Alex Ferguson. Jurgen Klopp's been such a fantastic manager for the Premier League, and it'll be a real shame to see him go. Man City are about to make some changes. De Bruyne's coming off. Matheus Nunes coming on. Of course he would. Don't score whatever you do. Foden is coming off, and Grealish is coming on. And Doku is coming on for Silva. Right, guys, we are 80 minutes in. Man City 4, Wolves 1. Can Wolves get a goal back to make this scoreline look less depressing? Let's see. Haaland, get up, mate. You're fine. You're still moaning. No one, you're like over 6 foot and you build, you're stuck. No one cares. Get up. You got 4 goals. No one's feeling sorry for you. Brian coming in saying we are missing Jimenez. Yeah, fantastic striker. Shame after the injury. He wasn't really the same player as he was before, but I would love to have the high, top quality Jimenez. Well, a fantastic striker for our club. Gomez with the ball for Wolves. He's being closed down by 4 Man City players. Does well and passes it to Semedo. Nice turn by Sarabia there. Wanky Chan with the ball. Back to Sarabia. Huang with the ball again. Gomez trying to pull off a fantastic pass so Huang can get in, but goes straight to the goalkeeper, but at least they're trying to think of something new. First thing Grealish does is win a foul. Haaland is looking like he's blinding and not saying the most great words, a bit of profanity. He's not happy that he's coming off because he wanted to get the 5-1, the 5 goals. But that's what's amazing about Haaland. He's never satisfied with 1-4. He wants more. But he's done very well today for his team. But, you know, you're greedy. Let someone else have a goal today. Always a lot of people talking about Raul Jimenez. I loved Raul Jimenez, but after his injury, he just wasn't the same player. He wasn't having the same amount of impact. If we could have Raul with Huang, maybe he could have played quite well, but I don't regret selling him too much. I think we've got to move on now and look towards something new. Jose Sa with the ball. Traore. Back to Semedo. Semedo passes it to Sarabia. Semedo given the option. Doing the overlap with Semedo. Nice idea. Doesn't come off. But I appreciate Semedo trying to make something happen there. Sarabia hits it off Grealish. It does go out for a throw-in. So hopefully it's come back. Yeah. Haaland is on the bench and he's not happy. He's still moaning that he's been brought off. Wolves with the ball again. Nori to Totti to Traore. Traore passing the ball to Bueno. Semedo. Gomez. Sorry, sneeze there. Totti. Loose ball there by Totti, allowing Man City. Oh, terrible defending, Wolves. Alvarez scores to make it 5-1. Look, we can moan about penalties all we want. When you're defending like that against Man City, I don't feel sorry for us. You literally gave the ball to Man City and allowed them to score the 5th goal. That was far too easy. Totti, really loose ball, really poor defending then. You literally give the ball away and give Alvarez an open goal. Not good enough. Of all the ones, that's the one that's the most annoying because it's just poor defending. It's poor football, poor defending. Totti should be doing better. It's poor. Right, guys, it is 85 minutes. As you can see on the screen, we've got who is your man of the match and what is your performance rating. If you want to give a man of the match, you don't have to give it to a Wolves player today. Give it to a Man City player. You could give it to both. What is your performance rating for Wolves today? And be as honest as possible. I'm not expecting to see any 7s out of 10s because that would just be madness. So let me know what you think. Harry saying, get a glass of wine. I've got my squash at the moment. Might bring out a cocktail for the former one later, but I do think we all deserve it. It's been a hard game to watch today. Carl saying his form's been so poor today. So, guys, yeah, let me know what's your performance rating today and be honest. Is it 5 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 0 out of 10? If you do think we've had a good player today, let me know who your man of the match has been. Be honest with me. Overall, I'd say in the first half and second half, I do think Gomez has played okay today. He's made some important challenges. He's really put pressure on the Man City players and the Man City defence. So I am impressed with him today. Wanky Chan did get his goal as well. So maybe Wanky Chan says man of the match for that. Peter saying Haaland man of the match. I don't know if we can argue with that. Wolves performance 3. That is still being really kind. So Wolves, thank you, Peter, for that. Rick saying, I had no hopes for this game whatsoever, so I'm not depressed. Yeah, I think all of us are kind of in that same feeling today, Rick. Always saying Sarr for Wolves man of the match and performance 6. That is really generous. Brian coming in, it's amazing that Wolves maintain the Premier League, the top competition in English football and top 4 in the world. Hope the Wolves can have a good season next year. We're going to know how to administrate. Man of the match is me. Thank you so much. I've worked so hard today for this team, haven't I? Come on, Wolves, we go again. Thank you, guys. Marie, I'm drinking Prosecco at the moment, but I'm thinking of drinking something stronger. Prosecco's quite strong, isn't it? Maybe whack out some Baileys or something, or some rose tequila. Maybe that'll be a good choice. Thank you, Rick, for your performance rating and your man of the match. Marie, there's no point to be stressed. Enjoy that Prosecco. It could have been a lot worse. We scored a goal. Yes, it's 5-1, but, you know, the world carries on. We'll be fine. We're just getting towards the end of the season. We'll start well next season. What makes me laugh is there's actually a Man City fans who've already left. Why don't you stay and celebrate your team winning 5-1, likely to win the league again? Man of the match was the dog when he looked away. That was quite funny. Do you think, Milo, do you think Wolves can get it back? No. He's comedy gold. Milo is comedy gold. "88 minutes in, everyone. I know they're going to put on some extra time a little bit. I really hope this put us out of our misery. Just make it 2 minutes. Let it be over. Thank you there. We've got Huang, man of the match. Wolves get a 5 performance rating. Wow, guys, you guys are really generous. I think the first half, apart from the penalties, we haven't played terribly. The second half, we've just been, apart from the goal, we've just been non-existent up front. How much added time will there be? Always saying he'd give it a 6 as well. A very decent performance. None of us expected to beat City. Brian saying you're going to the Euros this summer? No, not this year. I'll be watching from home. I don't think, if you're going to ask about watch-alongs, I honestly don't know if I could do England watch-alongs. I think it'd be far too emotional, and I don't want to cry on TV because I can't deal with the stress of it anymore. I'm going with the logic of if we get out the group stage, good, and I'm only going to start caring if we get to the quarterfinal. There's too much heartache with England. I just don't think I can deal with it anymore. Four minutes added time. Why? What's the point? I doubt we're going to come back now. Why can't I just make it 2 minutes? Brian saying, I'm guessing you're rooting for your national team, England. Of course. Who supports not their national team? It'd be very bizarre. I think, obviously, I have like a favourite team. I'd say a team that I like to watch, it used to be Brazil. Another team I like to watch I do like to watch the Netherlands, but come on, we want England to win. Of course we do. But I just can't put my heart and soul into England anymore. It's just too heartbreaking. Just too much. One minute of the 4 minutes of extra time to go. We're nearly there, guys. We nearly can put this game behind us and move on and hopefully get a good result against Palace next weekend. Lots of the Man City fans already leaving. I hope the Wolves fans are singing, "Is there a fire drill?" Man City coming again right to the end, still pushing. Doku. Nunes to Walker. Grealish with the ball. Thank you guys as well to everyone who's put in the comment section who their man of the match is and what their performance rating is. If you haven't already, please put it in the comment section. I'd love to see and give you a shout out. Thank you so much. Always saying most Welsh fans support England. Mate, that is a big rivalry. I wasn't expecting the rugby, but they're not likely to do well in football, so maybe. Corner for Man City. We are 93 minutes in and 13 seconds. Guys, our misery is nearly over. We can nearly move on. Doku. Grealish. Doku again. And that's it. We are done. Man City 5, Wolves 1. It has been a hard day at the office. Yes, I don't think most Wolves fans thought we could win today. I think we're all hoping for a draw. Sadly, though, 5-1 doesn't always feel good. But thank you to everyone who has joined me on the watch along today. It's been a hard one, but we've kept the conversation going. We've had a good laugh. And maybe the next one we'll get a win, maybe a 2 or 3-0. Who knows? But we survive. Peter, thank you so much for the support. Thank you always for joining us on the watch-alongs. Brian and Breathe, we've made it. We can move on. Have enjoyed the rest of your day. Marie saying thank God for that. Keep enjoying that Prosecco, Marie. We're going to need it. Carl, thank you again for always being on the watch-alongs and giving your support, saying thank you to Chelsea. Thank you. Paul, again, person who's always on the watch-along with me. Thank you again for joining us. Really appreciate it. Always lovely to have you with us. And if you haven't already, very soon, in the next 30 to 40 minutes, Dazzling Dave will be back on the YouTube channel with his instant reaction. So if you'd like to see Dave's reaction and the team to this Man City Wolves game, keep your eye on the Always Wolves Fans YouTube channel, smash the like button, get the notification, and you will see that reaction straight away. Thank you so much. To everyone who's joined us, thanks so much for joining us today. It hasn't been the result we've wanted, but it's a chance for us, hopefully next week, to get a much win we needed. Always thank you so much for joining us on the watch along. And again, yes, enjoy your bank holiday weekend. Godfrey, thank you for your man of the match and performance rating. Haaland, I think it's unquestionable for man of the match today. Performance of 2. Joe, thank you again. Great show. Thank you for joining us. And hopefully we will win against Palace. I think we can. Why can't we? Right, everyone. Have a fabulous bank holiday weekend. Make sure you spend it doing something nice. I'll be back with you. We've got 2 more watch-alongs to go to the end of the season. And when we are doing the last one against Liverpool, we'll do a roundup, talk about our favourite games and our favourite moments of the season this year. And we'll think about what we can do moving forward. So thank you so much for joining me on the watch along. We go with Palace next week. Let's go again and try and get our last win. Fingers crossed. Maybe we'll beat Liverpool, but I think we can get a win against Palace. We can do it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.